probably 2-inch gap to basically flush. I'm Cali leaned. Oh my god. Truck people will love me. So quick disclaimer guys, about today. I'm not proud of what's about to happen. So we're in the middle of a cold snap here in good old Canada. Shocking, I know, it's February and it's not great out. Who would have guessed? But I made a very bad decision. I've done this once before and I paid so dearly for it. And we're gonna do it again because it went so well last time. That Civic looks good, but it just needs a little lower. And I should have done the correct thing of cutting the springs because that's even a better idea than what I'm doing, but we're gonna go coil sleeves. Again, for $50 Canadian on Amazon. So I wouldn't recommend these at all to anyone for any reason at all, other than this is cheap. It's 50 bucks to slam it. It's got completely blown out suspension. And I have to redo steering, suspension, and I gotta basically rebuild the whole car, so this is more of a temporary thing, and we're gonna upgrade a lot in the spring. But for now, coil sleeves. Now these are sketchy for many reasons. Probably my highest reason is it's basically made out of paper. They're super flimsy, no instructions, and fit like garbage. But they are $50, so kind of weighs it out. My last one's got cracked all the way up the side, but I mean, I guess technically the car got stolen and crashed, so that could have been it. Other than that, they ride terrible. So, especially on 29-year blown out suspension. Yeah, I think I did the math right. Let's go do it, boys. We're also doing an engine swap, if you haven't seen, so that's going on too. Yep, let's get there. It's also very cold, so I don't know how much I can film. All right, so we're kind of skipping some steps here, but to do the fronts, you usually have to disassemble all this. Kind of beat that one to the punch. So in my case, I have 2 nuts and that's it. So we're just kind of skipping some steps here. Unfortunately, we're in the middle of an engine swap, so this isn't a how-to. I have a video on that. They're pretty straightforward. We're taking those out and we're gonna ruin it. This is probably the single sketchiest mod, and it is incredibly cold. So got one out. We're gonna rip this one out. We're gonna huddle for warmth and see if this is even an option, because these might slam it too much with my big wheels. Ooh, okay, I'm cold. All right, so ignoring the giant flamethrower over here, we're basically gonna be swapping these for the coil sleeves. We're gonna use our coil spring compressor to get this off, and by that I mean I'm gonna put my foot here and the impact here and aim it at a wall and not at you. But we'll see how that one goes. Again, don't do this. This is not the right way to do it, and you can get hurt. I get hurt anyway, so I might as well have some fun with it. Hopefully, when we put these on, they're not going to be too short. Usually the springs slam it, so yeah, let's see what happens, boys. Like, really? She's gonna go. All right, so once again, I honestly think I'm like legally obligated to say don't do that. Pretty sure it's a law somewhere. Don't do things you see on the internet at home. Anyway, so I'm assuming, like my last set, we're gonna have to drill this top hat hole out. The spring's kind of in the way, but I'm assuming that's 100% for real. Now I think it kind of goes like this with a little top hat at the top. And that replaces all this, and it's adjustable. Everything from hella slam to hella functional, so we're hoping for the hella functional part specifically. So let's see what goes on. Basically, kick this off, kick this on, and you're done. There's O-rings, right? There's O-rings. It's pretty much that simple, boys. Right?
Right.
It's cold in here.
Yeah.
That heater's pretty much useless. Alrighty, so that's the fronts. We're gonna try this out, put the vehicle down, see if these are absolutely not an option, and then maybe the rears will happen. So let's get this done. So real quick, these things are notorious for shipping everything to you upside down, so we just swapped over the collars and now the numbers are all happy and facing the right way. And another reason why this is extremely super sketchy is when you put the sleeve over. Too many beans. Oh, heavens. This is how it sits. Nice and floppy. And their solution to that is you put O-rings between the coil sleeve and your strut. And then you have set screws for the top. They're usually in the way of the collars. And then they give you these really terribly, like, pop can quality, I guess, I don't know, bushings, I can't think right now, the stuff that the spring sits on, and that's pretty much it. And then you drive on the road, and then my last set cracked all the way up here, and basically what I'm telling you, these are just awful, and I'm gonna put them on my car again knowing this, so this is very much a temporary solution, so keep that in mind at home. But we're gonna rock it, because hella slammed. Or slightly less than monster truck status. Yep. Alright boys, so for now these are done. I have an engine to build and a trans to put on, and gonna throw that all in the car, but next time we pick up, I guess we're gonna be slamming these bad boys in. We look homeless because we are cold. We are you look good. Beautiful as ever. Anyway, I forgot the bump stops both times and had to go back and put them in. So here we are, bump stops in. Made sure that they're kind of adjusted, very similar between the two. I don't know, but that's basically it. Top hats are tight. And yeah, we're gonna slam them in the car. All right boys, we got them in. She's ready to go down. Let's see how she sits. We're gonna keep it a little high hopefully because it is winter here, so let's see where I put it. Well, I would say we dropped the front probably about an inch. And that's looking pretty good. Not a whole lot of ground clearance, but even with the big tires, still got room for snow to pack in, so I guess it's time for the rears. Well, that's a surprise I wasn't expecting. I'm willing to bet that's probably seized. Oh. Fellas, I am spent. So that's where we're at. Passenger side, I mean, first off, the bolt's broken, and then everything was seized here, such as the dust shield. Passenger driver side, all hardware is intact. All hardware is seized down there, so yeah, we're doing it with the shock in the place. I've done some sketchy things in my life. Taking these springs off inside of this wheel well is definitely up there, even with a spring compressor. So honestly, at this point, we huck that in there, throw in our set screws. We already have a ride height set, and we're gonna put them on our blown out shocks. Yes. Don't forget our little plastic insulator. This thing likes to break immediately. And our little spring. Ow. It bit me. And actually what's kind of cool is on these rear ones, the top hat actually fits. So didn't even have to drill the back ones out, unless I did already. Oh, never mind. I pre-drilled all 4. Never mind. Woo! We're almost there. Let's get these bushings in. Yeah. Oh, beauty. You get those springs to stick. Yeah. Well, it looks like I went way more low in the back. So I don't want to touch the back anymore, so I guess we're just lowering the front to match. That back is pretty snug.
It be.
Woo! Yeah, that's probably 2-inch gap to basically flush. I'm Cali leaned! Oh my god! Truck people will love me. Okay, all jokes aside, I'm pretty sure I'm hypothermic right now. I'm going inside, so thanks for watching. That's how you slam a car the not right way. These are the sketchiest things I've ever done in my life. Yeah, and I've done it twice now. I knew what I was getting myself into. Whew.